Hi and welcome to Rainy Dewey's Art Spot. If you haven't been here before, welcome. And if you're returning after my long absence, I really do appreciate it. I have been absent for a really good reason. And that reason is I recently moved from upstate New York, where I lived for actually more than 40 years. And I have moved to Vermont to live near one of my sons. And moving I knew would be daunting, and it was. And so it was more than a month of packing and trying to get every little oddball thing in boxes. And then to get things up here was another challenge. It took a couple of trips with a couple of U-Hauls to get up here, and I purged a lot. But here I am in Vermont, and I'm excited to be here. I'm happy to be here. I have one of my kids nearby. As you may or may not know, I have twin sons. So my one son, Michael, is in Long Island, and Jonathan's here in Vermont. So since they're twins, I feel like I'm connecting with both of them when I'm with one of them. They are wonderful, really great sons, and I am blessed. So here I am, and this new adventure at 69, I'm ready to take it on. I moved into this old house built in 1890 back in 2018. Jonathan came up and helped load, and Michael and Kathy and Gracie came up and helped unload along with people from my church. It was great to have so much help, so kind. My cat Lovey was with me at the time. And there we are as we're getting ready to leave. It took me a month of packing and many, many boxes, more than I imagined, because I was trying to put every little odd thing in a box. It's amazing how many strange and odd things you have that can't be boxed, and the animals were a little confused. There's Bob. He became a little bit of a nut job. He was all over things, and I didn't have the time to police him, so when I was on the top, climbing the ladder and getting up on the top of the cabinets to clean the cabinets up there that were shamefully dirty, he figured out how to climb the ladder, and boy, has he enjoyed doing that, much to my chagrin. And Tucker, he adapted, but he was also confused. But they were great, really. So there's bunch of stuff and boxes. That painting my son Jonathan did of the frog, I love it. And how do you pack lamps? I guess there might be boxes that size, but I didn't buy any. Beautiful view out the dining room window, and one last view of Bob and Tucker running down the stairs in the morning. They were always so cute, doing that every morning. The 26-foot U-Haul was packed to the gills, and we had already taken a 15-foot U-Haul up with a load prior to this one. Jonathan rented it and brought it down, and we took it back up. And there it is, empty. And there we are. One last photo at 201. I really felt blessed living in that beautiful home. And with that final goodbye to 201, we headed to the Duanesburg Diner for a wonderful farewell breakfast with my neighbors and my grandsons and my sons. It was really a great way to send off to this new adventure, and particularly with people who mean so much to me in my life, friends and family, and that's really what it's all about, honestly. At the end of the day, it's not about the boxes full of stuff. It's about your relationships, relationships with people that you love and who love you. Don't want to cry. I'm going to miss every single one of these people and many people that aren't pictured here. So my neighbor Ken, he was driving the U-Haul, and his wife Lori was ahead of me in that red car right there. And we headed up 87 north into the Adirondacks, getting off, you can see in Lake George, and then heading through Fort Anne and Whitehall into Vermont. I had a lot of time to think during the drive. It was a couple hours long. And by then, I think I was so mentally exhausted that the emotions were running pretty high. And then here we are. Welcome to Vermont. A huge milestone in something that's been on my heart to do for a long time, for many, many years. I felt this pull to live and move near one of my kids. And so here it was happening, not without effort, but those things that are worth it are worth the effort. And I think about this stage in my life. I'm 69, and I have these words ringing in my head, if not now, when? And what's more, I don't want to have one more regret on my list of regrets. So the time came, some opportunities opened up that helped make this move, which I'll explain at some point in the future, and here I am. I am so grateful. It's really beautiful up here. There's something about those green mountains that surround this city, and every time I look out at them, particularly now when there's snow capping some of the mountains, it's just breathtaking. I hope I never grow tired of looking and seeing these new beautiful things. So in the meantime, until I'm settled, I've got my cat and my dog. There's Bob. He's set up his little post looking out the window when he's not trying to climb onto my lap or in my arms or on my easel. And I'm trying to tackle this new, to me, medium oils. I've done a few oils over the years, but I'll tell you something, they have been a struggle. And so I'm hoping that I can practice and enjoy the process, and I'll share a little bit of that with you in the future. These are not instructional videos because truthfully I'm not really sure what I'm doing. So they're just going to be show and tell. So right now I'm blocking in some color. It's very difficult because I was a watercolor artist for a long time, and it's a different way of thinking. So I'm just going to give myself the leeway to learn and explore and make mistakes and enjoy putting paint on canvas. In any case, I just want to say welcome with me to Vermont. Thank you for sticking with me. If you've stuck with me to the end, I appreciate it. I will see you soon. Blessings to you and yours.